Hey y'all, I was almost going to do a live because I need to get back in the hang of that. I really do. But I'm not going to because this is a long, well, I mean, it's a lot for supper. I'm going to make buttermilk biscuits. We're going to do some fried okra. I found some fresh okra at the farmer's market. 2 Nuts if you're local. They're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they're on Facebook. It's the number 2. I got some fried green tomatoes, and I'm going to chop that up and put it in some of that okra back there and fry that together. Let me show you this because there is some fresh corn here, but I'm not worried about all that. I'll do that when it's closer to eat the fresh corn here. And I'm going to use this cheap corn. We like it just as good, to be honest with you. And I'm going to do, I said biscuits, didn't I? I think I might fry a piece of cube steak, but we'll have the corn, the okra with the fried tomato in it, the biscuit, a sliced tomato because I've got some on the vine, and maybe I'll fry us up a piece of cube steak to go with it. So let's get it started. Now you can, but I'm not going to sift my flour tonight. I'm just going straight in with it. This in the canister is White Lily. I use the Southern Biscuit Mix Formula L. They have a surprising flour. If I go up to Piggly Wiggly, I can find it. And when I can, I'll use it too. It's not the mix. It's just flour. This is White Lily. And I'm going to use beef tallow, I think, instead of Crisco. As long as I can get enough out of here. That's the only thing about putting this tallow in your mason jars like that. Once they start to get low, it's harder to get it out because it solidifies. And I got to grease up my pan. I'm skillet right here. Got my oven on. Now, I always put mine on 400. A lot of people want them on 450, 5. I was taught to make buttermilk biscuits, make them on 400, 425 sometime. But I always make one really light. And I don't know if that matters. I know they get cooked through. Okie dokie, y'all. Let's get this started. I need to use this up, and that's why I'm not using that's a good bit of that, but I'll take a little bit of it out. I'll just leave it. So I need to use it up. Drives me crazy, even though I'm about to put my hands right back in it. So rainy day in Georgia, a rainy day across the southeast, I think. Everywhere. Now, I can tell you that beef tallow, adds some flavor. Because you can really smell that tallow. It's animal fat, so it's not the same as the Crisco where you don't. No, I mean, it's not so huge that you're going to, knock your head off or anything. But it does give you a little flavor. Let me get that off my hand. Y'all, I'm listening to Prince in the background. You don't have to. Now I'm going to pause it so y'all don't have to sit here and watch me roll biscuits 5 minutes. Those are rolled. Let's go in the microwave a few minutes. Ready to go. Pat it down with buttermilk on the top. In the oven they go. Corn's in the microwave. So let's get over here and start our okra over in that corner. Do it back. Okay, for my okra, all I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little, I take it back. This is flour. Let me get some cornmeal. I'm going to add just a little bit of self-rising, cornmeal. To that, some pepper. That's a lot. Some salt. Darling, if you want me to. Okay, we'll put our okra in that. Okay, wait. Hold up a minute. Let's cut up some of our green tomato. We'll throw that in our okra. I've even got some squash. I might just do that. Put a piece of squash in it, and we'll call it my sister's fried okra deluxe. I think that's what all she puts on it is fried tomato, piece of squash or two, and okra. Anyway, I'm going to throw that over there. I just fixed up about the batter in the bag, and then I put some over there for our cube steak too. Put a bunch of buttermilk down in my okra right now to be soaking, so I can throw it to the bag. Our biscuits are in the oven. Our corn is in the microwave. I love that cream corn. I've heard Jamie fuss about it, but I'm going to tell you right now that it's good cream corn. Both of them are. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing. I think I'll just stick with one. I don't know, I might do two. We'll be right back. There's our okra. You know, I didn't mean to cook all that okra at one time. Damn it. I sure didn't. Didn't even care. They say 2,000. Yeah, since I got so much, I'll probably go ahead and cut me up one more. Just cook it all and be done with it. So I'll be back. All right, I cut up a few pieces, and then I've got batter and stuff behind me for this, and then we've already done this. And it's funny, y'all, it sounded like I said a curse word a minute ago. I was trying to say dab it, but it sounded like something else come out of my mouth, and I'm not editing, so there's that. See if I can get enough of this out of here, and I'll fry the cube steak in it. That's for the okra. This is for the cube steak back there in the back. If I can get it out of here. So I said, when it gets to the bottom of your tallow in these jars, it gets harder to get out. I'm trying a little baking soda because it does help tenderize things. It's kind of better. Just trying to, you don't want to taste a ton, but we'll cover that up with all that flavor. And you can use meat tenderizer too if you have it. Just batter us some beauty going. Okra. And fried green tomato. I'm just going to put a bunch over there. Toss this back around a whole lot. I may not make all of this tonight because there's a lot of it. In fact, I'll probably freeze that. We can have it again soon. So that's quite a bit. All right, hold on. Let me wash my hand. We'll shake that up. All right, y'all. It's about time to start frying this stuff. I've been knocking that around for a minute. Now, I'm going to take, this is just flour we're going to do for this keepsake. I'm going to put a little onion powder. Need a garlic powder. Some salt and pepper. Black pepper. A lot of pepper. A little salt. Then we're going to mix that all up. Both of our skillets are over there already getting good and hot. I'm going to move this out of our way. Then we'll be battering this up. Doing that buttermilk. That's whole buttermilk. Boy, can you tell in my freezer, my refrigerator, it's real cold, so it was almost frozen. So it's nice and thick. It's going to give us a nice coating. I'm going to move that over a little bit. The grease is hot. Y'all let me hit pause real quick. All right, y'all. Let's get to work. I'm about ready to fry some stuff up. I'm moving my grease back in a minute, but let's get these nice and coated too. And I gotta check my biscuits. I think we might be pretty close. Check my corn, it needs some butter in it. A bit of salt and pepper. It's gonna be a good supper. I love this time of year when the garden starts yielding, although I don't have one this year. I did plant 2 tomatoes. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Is go get me some stuff to put. I got a bunch of grow bags out here. If I don't break ground, I can use those. And a couple of swimming pools that you can plant in. So, but I tell you, I love going to farmer's market too, and that's what we'd about decided we'd do this year. And that's where most of this supper's coming from. Now, the meat came from Walmart, and let me just tell you, good greenies. I'm going to start going somewhere else because, well, the meat is usually better. Now, we'll see. I'll put that baking soda on here. We'll see if it's tender. But there's a Piggly Wiggly close, and there's an Aldi. It's not as bad, but this, I about had a heart attack. Cube steak, a pack of cube steak was $18 and something. That's nuts, isn't it? Well, I got you way over there. I thought you was. I need to pause this. All right, our biscuits are ready to come out of here. I haven't had to burn them, doggone it. Grab a stick of butter and throw some butter across the top of them real fast, and then we're going to get to frying our stuff because it's ready. A little behind the part. I've been letting that soak up the batter. And anyway. All right, here we go with this part of it.